Alright, I wasn't gonna record this, but then this run just started getting crazy. Just, this was the main thing. Mimictooth, like, this is probably up there with starting the run with Skeleton. Except you also get additional item pedestal rewards after killing the item pedestal. On top of that, I also got this guy. So now I basically just get a shit ton of money and just get to buy everything in the shop. It kind of makes me sad that I'm playing the pilot, because the whole reason why I wanted to play the pilot was just because, you know, he gives you free uses of his lockpick, and even if you weren't going to get the thing, at least you try to get something out of it. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that there was no more Enter the Gungeon stuff. I was hoping they would come back after a while and do like a Enter the Gungeon surprise update where they add like a whole other alt path to go to. I know that's like a lot to ask, but it's just, this game had a lot to offer and it just kind of just stopped, because I think the main reason why is because the studio said the game was hard to make because of like the code or something. I don't know, I may be just saying random shit, and maybe the things I've watched were wrong, but they ended up just stopped making it and made Exit the Gungeon, which is a mobile game, which really made me mad. And I was like, why didn't you just make this game again, except it going backwards, where you have to fight the boss going up the elevator? It would have made a little more sense. But again, I obviously can't really say anything. I'm not the studio. I can't really say what they think. Holy shit, dude, this run. Helix bullets? I think I'm gonna munch this gun and my... yeah, this. I don't really know. The GoldenEye? Oh. I guess that's good. I'm just hoping I can make it with the crest, because even though this run's going pretty good, it is Gungeon, so there is an off chance that I do end up getting hit by something that I don't see, or maybe I'm just stupid and fall into a pit. The movie that was coming out, it was called The Creator. It's supposed to be like a play on the Messiah sort of story, where the robots are the ones who made their own Messiah, who's able to like create and control electronics, basically their version of God or Jesus. And according to a lot of a lot of things, it's coded to be the best looking movie alongside like Spider-Verse and and a couple other movies I can't remember. I want to see it with people. It's just like watching movies by myself, you know, is alright, you know. You just chill and drink your drink and stuff, but it's always fun to have somebody to watch it with, whether it be your girlfriend or whether it be your family, just somebody to watch it with you. Apparently the writer's strike ended up being resolved. I don't know if it was completely resolved, but I do know that the writers community ended up coming to an agreement. Not writer studio, but the writers movement came to an agreement of what to do. That's a pretty good gun. But yeah, they ended up coming to an agreement finally, and now we may actually be starting to get a shit ton of movies in the future. And a lot of other movies that were kind of stuck in creation and are gonna come back. Apparently shows like Wednesday are gonna be coming back. There's a thing that I got mad about the most recent Disney movie. It ended up being a success, which is kind of shocking. Well, not shocking, but But the reason why I'm mad is because it outranked Disney, well, not Disney, it outranked Spider-Verse. And to put this in perspective, this is Elementals I'm talking about, not Mermaid, Elementals. People most critical, a bunch of like reviewers, they all said the movie was mediocre, average, nothing really too shocking, and it ended up being more profitable. One of Disney's most profitable, actually, most profitable movies ever released, past Spider-Verse. And I honestly was shook. I was like, you're telling me this mediocre love story copying Zootopia outranks Spider-Verse all because of some stupid trend? The whole reason why they ended up winning, like not winning, ended up making that much money was because of a thing they did for the movie. They knew the movie was going to be bad, so they ended up releasing footage that they pre-recorded of a live, quote-unquote, live studio audience. And during that live studio audience, they have a character that is like trying to flirt with the main like fire girl, like a kid flirting with her, and the whole Claude thing, Claude, and it ended up blowing up, and people started jokingly watching it for fucking Claude. Now, I'm not saying the movie is like bad, but on Disney standards, you expect these you expect these blockbuster, just amazing, you gotta see it in theaters because it's gonna be amazing movies. And it wasn't. It was average. Really, really average. And it still outranked it. And I just couldn't believe it. What gun am I gonna use for this? Maybe this one? Oh god. What am I saying? This guy isn't hard. Oh, that's one of my favorite. I'm just gonna use the sniper again. Oh shit, I didn't realize how fast this was going. Ah, you fucker! Don't... The egg launcher, especially with helix bullets, it's really powerful. I went to medieval times. Medieval times is basically a dinner and a show based around the time of the nights, like medieval times. And you get to sit at a table along with a group of people, and you get to watch knights fight in action, horses do tricks, and all these other things. And but the one weird thing that they do is that the first half of this game, the first thing you do is basically sit at their gift shops. They have you basically sitting there waiting for like a solid, ooh, that's a synergy chest. Ooh, and I got a synergy. But the main idea of it is basically you get to watch knights fight. That's the whole idea. You get to just sit, eat some food, like, well, eat like chicken, food, and just have a nice old time. But the gift shop is where I think they make most of their money. Well, obviously. But, sorry, my brain was getting mushed up. But you get to buy like swords, you can buy shields, you can buy like novelty cups and magnets. That's obviously where they get all their money from. Ooh. I think this is money for power? I don't know if I want it though. I don't really need that much stuff. I think you sacrifice a health drop for power. Yeah. But I went to the medieval times, right? And it was pretty good. I almost bought. I just wanted to tell this to you because I repeat, do not buy the novelty weapons in it. I almost did. I was super close. I was on vacation trying to enjoy my summer with my dad, and then I almost bought one. It was like almost $200. I think it was like, no, it was like $220 for the sword I wanted. And luckily, my dad came to save the day, and he's like, "Yeah, man, do not. Let's just go see if we can find the sword online for cheaper." We end up finding out that the sword that I wanted was like $40 on Amazon, and that actively made me mad. I was like, I nearly wasted so much of my money on a sword that I could have gotten for 40. If I found that out after, I would have been pissed. On top of that, they have this like weird ass deal where it's like, well, if you buy a sword at a certain price, and then you can also get a shield for 30% off, getting it for like 500. It's like they're like, you get a sword for free basically, and I'm like, and of course it sounds great until you realize that all the stuff in there is probably cheaper to buy online, because they're not like they're not like homemade weapons at all. They're not like steel forged. They're like plasma. Another. Ooh, another. What's synergized with this one? Oh wait, is that the really good one? Oh my god, it synergizes and I get more shots. I'm gonna use that during the King's fight with like my bullet helper thingy. I'm gonna shoot like 50 bullets at a time. Anyways, the main thing though is that it's just so expensive there. Everything is. And all I wanted to tell is just do not buy it. I repeat, do not buy anything that they sell. Oh, jeez. I think other than like the advanced dragon thing, you know, the one that, ooh, ghost bullets, the one that you get when you kill the rat and get the other stuff. I think other than him, I think the old king is like the worst boss. He's just so powerful, especially early game. Because the way that they made Gungeon is somewhat like just bad. They made it so you're only able to get maybe 2 keys at the beginning. Now some people could be like, no, you can get more keys in the shop. But the problem is that if you buy keys at the shop so that you can unlock all the chests in the beginning, you end up not being able to go to the rat fight, and thus you're forfeiting a crap ton of stuff, all for just that. Which is really annoying, because unless you get lucky and have key drops or you get those key guys to spawn, you're basically out of luck, and you have to either junk chests or you have to hope they're mimics. And so it really does put a dampener on the game. Another thing that sucks about this game is that sometimes the core gameplay of it is very bad, because eventually you'll find out you have a gun that's so good, like my egg launcher for instance, that you don't really need to go out and play any other swords. Well, not any swords, any other weapons. And at some points you don't really need to go out and like waste your time playing any other thing. One. Oh. Anyways, you end up wasting your money, not money, you end up wasting your time trying to use any other weapon, because this game frequently gives you ammo drops. Maybe not as much as I think, but you drop some enough to where you can just constantly reload your thing. Like I could probably use the egg launcher all I want, and I'll get an ammo drop. Another thing that annoys me is also the repetitiveness of the runs. Like in Binding of Isaac, you have multiple ways you can go. Now, obviously, it's kind of hard to compare this game to Binding of Isaac because of how big it is. But in the same way, you only have a set path you can go to. At the max you can go to is you can go to all the alt paths and go to hell. Or the future, or your past. Those are basically your options. You can skip the alt path, sure, but you also lose items. Thus, there's really no point in skipping them other than maybe if you got like a black and a gold chest and you want to buy those instead of skipping them. But again, there's like a set path you can go to. There's no alterations that really matter to go. And I feel that if they stick to it and could have just added more, this game would have been like 10 out of 10 in every single way. I obviously still love it. I just wish it got more love and attention. It looks like the rat room's in here, which it looks like it's right here. Oh, wait! I found a use for my water gun. There we go. Oh, wait. Go back here. Okay. Another thing that this game does right is the secret rooms. I know some people may think, well, that's stupid. Like, the secret rooms are so hard to find. But I feel like that's the point. Secret rooms are supposed to be secret. And unlike Binding of Isaac, where the secret rooms are secret, but if you know the game well enough, you can just see the signs, like, there's 3 rooms here, it can't be here because this is here, etc. I almost want to shoot this against him with my other things. Dependent. Let's see what I get. Oh god. I wonder what people's favorite gun from this game is. Like, I wonder, like, for Binding of Isaac, what's the best gun ever? Because in, like, Binding of Isaac, the best thing you can get is either, like, C-section or brimstone. I don't really know if there's any guarantee, like, there's anything specific people like. Oh, I think that's a black hole. I think I may change that out. Change my lockpick out. By might, I mean yes, I am going to. Oh! Sorry, I'm making noises. Blanks on tables. No, what the fuck? I don't want that one. I honestly think that my top guns are obviously the egg launcher and maybe the duck hunt gun, because the synergy between the egg launcher and that are straight up like, it's almost broken. It's just so easily, like, the best thing, because they just constantly launch, and if you have ghost bullets like I have now, like, they even spread out. The only thing I don't like is that my guns are leading them towards me. The only thing I hate about being on console is definitely the unable to use mods. Like, I would love to play Binding of Isaac with mods. I feel it would be super fun to allow myself to use, like, special items, like, Sacred Dice. That's a new one that, Miss Huts used. I definitely would love to use that gun. Well, not that gun, that. Oh, what the fuck, my gun? No! Oh, that's a bad thing about that. Oh my goodness, look at all the arrows behind it! Play faster! Play faster! Hoping I can finish the rat fight without any problems. Oh yeah, whoops, I forgot my time thing. Come on, thing. Play faster! That's a reload? How do you reload a fucking... Oh, never mind, there we go. Yay, I got rid of it. Alright. Let's see. I'm hoping I can do this. I've never really understood how to do the back and forth thing correctly. Oh, oops. Ah, I forgot I had to move to the right. There we go. Yeah, sorry if I'm not doing this perfectly. Fuck. Obviously. Oh, and I got smacked anyways. Ah. Ah, what the fuck? Ah, shit. Dude, fuck. Sorry. I got him perfectly last time. Whatever. It's not like I need to get all the rewards from him anyways. Shit. Yeah, this guy is gonna tell me that I can't. He's gonna tell me that I can't use the mimic necklace on these guys. I wonder if I get that will guarantee that it won't spawn. I think I'm going to... Nah, I'm not doing the advanced thing. Oh. Well, I'm actually going to take that over that. You know one thing I've been looking at? Wizard with a Gun. When Wizard with a Gun first released, it was outright just mind-bogglingly beautiful. Holy shit. It was beautiful. It just looked amazing, immaculate. Like, how many other words can I use? The colors, the everything. It was straight up bonkers how good that thing looked. And then I saw the gameplay. And definitely the art direction is there, but my god, everything about the game just looks so average. Like, when you looked at the trailer, you saw so many different wizards with guns. And each one was, like, bigger, smaller, had different guns they used. But then when you watch the trailer, they all look the same, with, like, different hats. Definitely nothing really too special. Maybe I have to give it a chance, but I've just... Oh, crap, he used them against me! Anyways, just after seeing it, it just did not reach with me. Maybe some people obviously still liked it, and I think the game will still do well, but just how mediocre it looked, I just did not want it. I was hoping that maybe once they released more information on it, I would start wanting more information, but it's just gotten nothing. Nothing, and it's apparently releasing this October, and I'm obviously really happy about that, but I just really hope that it would change in its colors and maybe change in what you can be. Depending on if my friend's still gonna be here, I'll probably get it so me and him can play it together, maybe stream it or make a video out of it, I don't know. As I said, I've kind of just been off and on. I'm just trying to do this as a hobby, but obviously, there's always something. Ooh, wait, is this the wall? Oh, wait. Let me try that one. Haha, eat shit. I hate these guys. Well, I don't really hate them, but it's just I like killing them fast. Ew, oh, I don't know what you are. Oh, it's a mimic! Yeah. Oh, one bad synergy, like not an actual synergy, but one bad thing is if you have the super hot watch and the cheese boots, it is straight up AIDS. I don't know why they made it this, why it ends up being so bad. It's just when you have to stand there on that platform to fall into the RNG department, and then you end up not being able to because of the fact you are, have the cheese boots to stop you from falling. You just end up kind of standing there, and since time slowed, you have the 5 seconds that you get turns into like a minute because of how long it takes. It goes like by frame by frame by frame, and you're sitting there watching as the light goes. Now sometimes you can get away with this by like going back and forth, jittering and stuff, but then there's times where you're just stuck there forever. I think the RNG department is like one of my favorite floors. It's kind of lame with like the with the things you do, because you can't really get item rooms and stuff like the other alt paths. But the idea of it, just the RNG department, a department basically of like just people who work on the RNG of the game. It just is creative, and on top of that, the enemies in here are just the most weirdest things. Kind of feels like deleted characters or deleted people that were just not good enough for the game. Alright, blunderbuss and the pistol, well, the bullet thing, whatever. The one thing about duct tape that it ends up doing is that it takes away the synergies that the guns could have had. So if I had this gun and the shotgun, well, this pistol that shoots that and the shotgun, I would have been able to, get the synergy where I dual wield them. But then if I ended up duct taping it to another gun, I don't get that synergy because I don't have the gun. And some synergies don't even really have you dual wielding the guns. They sometimes have you just getting a stat up for the gun. And it sucks that when you get that synergy and you just can't use it because, well, it's already attached to another gun. I wish they could have just made it so it's still in your inventory, gets all the synergies, just doesn't take up another slot or something. I don't know. The one thing I hate about Rainbow Runs is like they get kind of boring at the end. Like at some point you just have a bunch of stuff and you're pretty powerful and you don't really have much to do, and you're just like, well, what do I do now? Like, there's no real point in going on. I'm gonna win, and I'm not gonna get anything out of it. I'm not unlocking anything. Yay! What did I get for that? Yay! Pandemic pistol. Let's see what that does. I think it makes the bullets bigger. Yeah, and it makes them all chained together. That's nice. And might as well buy all the armor. You know? One thing I wish I could have done? Finish Elden Ring. I have never finished it, which is something of like a cardinal sin that I never should say in public. But I never finished it. I've always gotten close. I've gotten like to where that giant tree is that you go all the way to, but I never ever like got to finish it. I went through I tried going through by myself. I tried going through with a friend, and every time I do, I never finish. So we usually end up just stop watching or end up stop doing anything or whatever. And I want to finish it, and I would love to finish it, but the game is hard, and I don't really think I have the patience to go through that cancer-giving game and dying 1,000 times unless I have somebody with me, so I can at least rage in peace knowing that I have somebody skilled with me. I don't care if I'm a bitch for doing that, but obviously I can just play it whenever I want. Well, there we go. Let's see the runtime total. Knock shot, have a knock, shot, an hour and 7 minutes. I knew that run would be amazing as soon as I got the mimictooth, but I just didn't know how good it was gonna be, and I just recorded just to do it. Yeah. These are the only things I haven't unlocked fully. I've done every one of their stories. I've gotten all of these done. I've got all the stores, beat everything, blah, blah, blah. Beat, bot, bot, bot. And the only people I haven't done yet is these guys down here. Those guys just take forever. I even completed all these. It's just, you can't do it with those guys down here. They just take forever. I have to play 3 more runs to beat the dragon, and I don't even know what I'm gonna get from these guys. I could get a whole new item. Hope anybody who watched it liked it, and I'll see you little demons in the next one. See you guys.